All right, y'all, we're going to take a look at this Boudoir Facebook ad. We're going to diagnose it, see if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. All right, so BLCS is when the unique CTR all of our Boudoir Facebook ad is under 6%, aka fewer than 6 out of 100 women are clicking somewhere on our Boudoir Facebook ad, which means our ad is entering fewer than 6 out of every 100 women's brains, which means fewer than 6 out of every 100 women that see our ad actually have a non-zero chance of actually buying from us. So we gotta get this unique CTRL number up as high as possible, so we maximize the number of women who actually have a non-zero chance of buying from us, and we got to get above 6%. 6% is literally the minimum. That is the lowest we should ever be, and that's because a unique CTRL under 6% is not normal. It is actually the symptom of a deeper root cause. And that deeper root cause are the 3 pre-click mistakes. Now, this is super common. Unique CTRL under 6% is because everyone I'm seeing is making these same mistakes, but nobody knows that they're making the mistakes. We also know that a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low-click advertiser, BLCA. All right, so overall, we got our universe starting here. A BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. Next, we also know that BLCS is treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, aka Boudoir Pico, and treatment takes about a week. And we know this because we invented it and we've already done it a bunch of times. It's worked every time. And the way treatment works is we duplicate the current Boudoir Facebook ad, and we leave the original and we actually do Boudoir Pico treatment on the duplicated ad. Which takes about a week. At the end, we keep whichever one running has the best metrics. Now, once treated with Boudoir Pico, we now have pre-click alignment, PCA. So we get rid of the 3 pre-click mistakes, and we achieve PCA, pre-click alignment. And pre-click alignment activates Boudoir brain entry boost in our Boudoir Facebook ads. Now, basically, we finally got our unique CTRL above 6%. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser, a DBA. So it's our full universe here. A BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. Treated with Boudoir Pico takes about a week. We achieve PCA pre-click alignment, and we become a dominant Boudoir advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost. So here we go. My residency, first part of it. Go out there in the wild, find a Boudoir Facebook ad, bring it back to the hospital, test it. We found the first one had a unique CTRL of 4.3%. So unique CTRL under 6%. We know that BLCS is present, Boudoir low click syndrome. So took that, treated it with Boudoir Pico, takes about a week, and we got the unique CTRL up to 6.88%. So we found that the original Boudoir Facebook ad was actually wasting 37% of ad spend. And as a result, if they were spending 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad, now they only need to spend $6,300 a month on the new Boudoir Pico treated ad in order to get their ad into the same number of women's brains. And that difference, that delta, $3,700 a month, they no longer have to spend. You can just keep it in the pocket every single month, $3,700, $3,700, $3,700. At the end of 12 months, it's like a 40K kind of phantom bonus, Boudoir Pico bonus, whatever, back in their pocket that they didn't have to do no extra work for. Second part of my residency, found a second Boudoir Facebook ad out in the wild, brought it to the hospital, tested it, found its unique CTRL is 1.39%. So unique CTRL under 6%, we know that BLCS is present, Boudoir low click syndrome. So we got the treatment though. Boudoir Pico takes about a week, and we got the unique CTRL up to 9.13%. So we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 84% of its ad spend. 84%. And as a result, we are actually increasing. Well, that means that if they're spending 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad. Now they only need to spend $1,600 a month on with the Boudoir Pico treated ad to get into the same number of women's brains. So that's $8,400 a month savings. They no longer have to spend. Eliminate that. That was all being wasted back in the boudoir photographer's pocket every single month. And it was like a phantom profit, a boudoir Pico profit. And at the end of 12 months, it's like a 100K bonus back in their pocket that they no longer have to spend. Finally, we got had a patient come through to my hospital, and his unique CTRL is 5.03%. So again, unique CTRL under 6%. BLCS is present. Boudoir low click syndrome. But we know what to do. We got the treatment, Boudoir Pico. It takes about a week. And we got the unique CTRL up to 15.35%. So we found out his original Boudoir Facebook ad is wasting 67% of its ad spend. So if you spend 10 grand a month on that original, you now only need to spend $3,300 a month on the new Boudoir Pico treated ad to get it into the same number of women's brains. Now, as a result, the $6,700 a month is literally, back in the boudoir photographer's pocket because they don't have to spend it. Have like a phantom bonus, like a Boudoir Pico bonus. And after 12 months, it's like 80K extra bonus. So after doing this a bunch, we found out the average Boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS is wasting about 50% of its ad spend. And as a result, look at these numbers right here. We got wasting 37%, wasting 84%, wasting 67%. And take the average of these numbers, probably somewhere between 50 to 60%. So wasting about 50% of its ad spend, that means if spending more than 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, then they are literally 5K is being wasted every single month. We can eliminate that, eliminate 100% of that. So approximately 5K is being wasted every month. We can put that back, approximately that amount back in the boudoir photographer's pocket by having them no longer need to spend it. No longer need to spend that. So it'd be, again, a phantom profit, like a Boudoir Pico profit. And at the end of 12 months, it's like 60K phantom profit, 60K Boudoir Pico profit. Now we're going to diagnose this, see if we believe it has BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome, yes or no. Unique CTRL above or below 6%. So I'm already seeing we got the below creative cluster mistake. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is we are believing or trusting that what Facebook tells us we should fill out when creating our ad is actually best for us instead of best for Facebook. But the consequences of doing this, filling out everything the Zuck tells us to, is more women, way more women scroll by our Boudoir Facebook ad than necessary. So as a result, we are actually we're actually actually pulls our unique CTRL under 6%, contributes to BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome. And Facebook's happy though, because they can serve, as more women are scrolling by our ads per unit time, that means Facebook can serve more ads per unit time. So the Zuck is happy. It's good for the Zuck, it's not good for us. I care about it's good for us. So, all right, so we got the, yeah, this still looks like an ad mistake. Better than normal. Not as looking like an ad as kind of what I'm used to seeing from Boudoir Facebook ads, but still, it's still looking, still has the looks like an ad mistake. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is we believe our Boudoir Facebook ads should look like ads because that's what we're used to seeing everywhere. That's what everyone else is doing. And everyone else cannot be wrong, can they? Well, every Boudoir Facebook ad I've checked the backend for and tested myself has had BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome, with a unique CTRL under 6% because everyone's making the same mistakes as everyone else. So this mistake causes more and more, way more women to scroll by our Boudoir Facebook ads than necessary, and it actually pulls the unique CTRL of our Boudoir Facebook ads under 6% and increases the probability we have BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. Finally, we're going to look at the see more headline. First 2 3/4 lines, Facebook mobile news feed. Check this. Virginia women. I feel like I'm gonna maybe one day. Okay. All right. It's got a lot of context actually here packed in here. We still don't have as much as we want though. So this is still the lack of context mistake, even though this is much better than normal. So the false belief that caused us to make this mistake is that we've optimized the most amount of context to put in to get the most amount of right women to click in and the most amount of wrong women to scroll on by to best optimize our unique CTRL at a point above 6%. We're not fully maxed out with the context. Very close though, actually very close. So the consequence of this is way more women going to be scrolling by our Boudoir Facebook ads than necessary, pulling our unique CTRL under 6%, and actually increasing the probability we have BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome. So looking at all this, do I believe this Boudoir Facebook ad has BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome, because it has a unique CTRL below 6 or under 6%. So yes, I do believe BLCS is present in this Boudoir Facebook ad. So if you're a BLCA with BLCS, a Boudoir low click advertiser with Boudoir low click syndrome, and you're spending more than 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, and you're looking around at the market, you're seeing more Boudoir photographers enter the market every single day. You know, someone gets a new iPhone, all of a sudden they're throwing up a Google Maps profile saying they do boudoir photo shoots, or they get a new camera and they're, they get a new camera and then they're posting the mom groups that they now do boudoir photo shoots. So it's basically more competition for the same number of buyers. So it's getting more competitive, more saturated out there in the marketplace. And, so, and you're also seeing inflation and living costs, cost of living, taking that into account. So you've already been optimizing your business, trying to pull out more profit for ideally, less input, less work. Try to get a jump on all this and remain competitive. And you see Boudoir Pico can, save you approximately 5K in wasted Boudoir ad spend. Eliminate that. About half the ad spend being wasted, and eliminate that and put that 5K back in your pocket instead of the Zuck's pocket, and that'd be approximately 60K over the next 12 months. And so you want this outcome, and you also want to achieve pre-click alignment to become a dominant Boudoir advertiser with Boudoir Brain Entry Boost, because you need this to achieve that on your path to becoming the #1 boudoir photographer in your city. Then shoot me a DM, and well, I don't have any, my patient intake is closed right now, but shoot me a DM and when my patient intake opens. So my DMs are closed, but patient intake's closed. But when my new patient intake opens, my DMs are open. Shoot me a DM and we'll see if you qualify for the Boudoir Pico treatment.